Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. JB here with JB's RCs. Thanks for stopping by. Got a killer running video for you today with the Gmade Buffalo. This was the kit version. I built this from scratch, and still one of my favorite kit builds I've ever done. If you haven't heard me brag about this before, it's just really well put together. All the pieces were labeled and separated perfectly. Directions were easy to follow. I had no issues at all putting this together. Everything went together very smoothly, and it performs amazingly. I have very few upgrades done to this, and as you can see, it's phenomenal. Also running a brush setup, and you saw in that first clip there, this thing is really fast. It does have a 2-speed gearbox, so of course first gear nice and slow for crawling, like this. And then if you want to do a little sort of bashing with it, it's much faster than most, especially for a brush setup. You could go brushless on this and really make it scream, I bet. But we're out at Arapeka Sandhills Preserve and hanging out with Ian's RCs and really loving this truck. I love the look of it. I love the way it handles. I love the balance of it. And I even messed up and put the ESC on the same side as the receiver box and the shift servo for the 2-speed gearbox. So it's actually really heavy on the passenger side. The one thing that I did mess up, and if you haven't noticed already or watched any videos of mine already, is the paint. I painted this body. I found this nice olive drab color to go with that military body that's on there, and it came out really nice color-wise. But I used a TS Tamiya paint instead of the PS Tamiya paint. So it's made for a hard body. So of course with the flexing of this polycarbonate body, it's chipped away quite a bit there at the bottom around the edges. Really sad about that. I just want to get a new body and repaint it probably. Hopefully I can find some the same color paint in the PS for polycarbonates. I love the accessories on this. That front bumper / grill, it looks awesome on here. I love that antenna on here, one of my favorites. It's real bouncy. I do want to add maybe like a little something to the end of it, like a little flag or something on the top of the antenna. I think that'd look pretty cool on there. And like I said before, it's running brushed. So we got the Homes Hobbies Crawlmaster in there. We got the Hobbyring 1080. We're running a 20 kg Metal Gear waterproof servo for the shift servo, and a 35 kg Metal Gear waterproof servo for the steering servo. Flysky RX-TX and 3S lipo as always. My lipos are Ovonics at this point. I do have a couple Z's and a couple Gens Ace as well, but for the price, these Ovonics really seem to work well. And as long as you're not really pushing them too hard, like I don't with crawlers, they last quite a long time on these trucks too. I run 2200 and 3000 milliamps, 50C 3S lipos. I can't say enough about Ovonic. Thank you guys for making some good batteries that aren't crazy expensive. And they even look nice. The black with that fluorescent green color on there, it's kind of a nice touch. Some of these other batteries are just kind of ugly to look at. And not that you're seeing it in the truck or anything, but just aesthetic-wise, I do like them. Other than that, for upgrades on this, the only thing I've done is wheels and tires. So it has some 1.9 metal bead locks on there for this run, and some 1.9 J Concepts tusks on there. These are the real small ones. I think they're 393 size. I don't even think they're the 419s, and they look quite scale on here, but the truck is a little bit high suspension wise for these little tires. So I think if I keep running these smaller ones, I'm probably going to drop it down just a little bit to make it look a little more scale. As of right now, I think a 455 would probably be the best size tire for this at its height. I've used 419s, they look good too, but they are deep dish wheels, so it gives it a little bit wider of a stance. So this is actually as narrow as it gets basically from here, and performs so well. I can't say enough about it. This is my only Gmade crawler. I do have the Gmade GOM as well, if you guys saw my last video or video before that with the mudding and the bashing, and I do like that one as well, but I bought that one already built. Yeah, see that side right there? You can see real good right there where the paint's chipping off on the inside of the body. If there was some other color under there, it would be nice. Maybe I should just paint underneath that like a rust maybe it'll look like it's rusting through. Maybe I'll do that instead of getting a new body and repainting it. It's just, I would love to do it with this one, but I don't have the window stickers anymore. And I don't trust myself enough with cutting stickers to fit the windows and repainting this. So I could just take all the paint off. I do love the fender flares on this too. They actually hold the body together very well. And I do love the body mounts on this. The way it mounts is quite awesome. So the rear bumper is actually part of the body. And when you put it on, the rear bumper slides into basically where it would normally mount. There's 2 little holes in the back of the chassis that it slides into. And then the front drops down, and there's 2 body clips that clip in underneath that front bumper to hold the body on. So pretty cool little setup there. You don't have the body pins sticking up through. You know me guys, I like to use Velcro a lot for that instead of putting the body pins in there, just for that realistic look. But I'm always about performance, so if it hinders performance in any way, we're going to stick with however it works. And this one works very well. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. We're about the end here, so if you have any questions or comments about the truck, please feel free to ask. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Get out there and have some fun.